ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Hump day. What's happening?
Hump day.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? It's tea time. Coming at you again on Wicked Wednesday. Gonna be getting at you guys, what I'm saying, on a couple of things. I'm kind of all filled out, but you know, we gotta, it just I have to me myself, talk about this to get an understanding, what I'm saying, of this hypocrisy when it comes to Justin Fields. Because actually I came across this because I was, I can't remember if it was a podcast or it was an actual ESPN show. And Keyshawn Johnson
Oh boy.
was he was going down a litany of lists, as of reasons as to why Justin Fields has struggled for 3 years.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And it was front office bad. He didn't have the right requisite coaches. He's had 3 different offensive coordinators in 3 years. And all of that. I'm like, in my mind, I'm going, okay, so what was the excuse for the 2 years he was at Georgia?
Ooh.
What was the excuse then? And which we all know, what was the real deal. You left Georgia, what was your first bad career move, because you couldn't beat out Jake Fromm. Now, where is Jake Fromm in the NFL right now at this particular point? He is a third string to practice squad player somewhere in the AFC.
Career backup.
Yeah. Now, now I'm gonna turn this to the point where I get where the hypocrisy comes in at, because people are when you say most folks when they say Desmond Ritter name, the sentence is just Desmond Ritter, he ain't it, or Desmond Ritter, he trash, But when you look back at this past season, where was the stability? The same stability that Keyshawn Johnson was talking about for Justin Fields, who's been in the league, going to be going into his 4th season. Give me understand where I'm coming from. In one season, y'all automatically say he ain't it, and there ain't nothing else. Damn the coaching situation. He just garbage. Period. Point blank. Like me. But he literally won the same amount of games that Justin Fields won this year. Then you total it up with the other 2 years, 10 altogether. But y'all got $8 million worth of excuses and reasons as to why Justin Fields ain't a legit quarterback in this league. Well, he just got DJ Moore this year. Okay, well, all right. Even with that, Komet, who was there when he got drafted, and you still couldn't win a game with a top 10, top 15 tight end. You couldn't win a game. People keep, and looking for the highlight name, at receivers, with him up there. But I mean, what good is to have receivers when you're doing things like getting sacked 9 times in the game, you're running to sacks, or you're just running? But then, let's flip that on to Desmond Ritter side. All right. The sack numbers aren't verifiably high with Desmond Ritter. Yeah, we all know the turnovers. It was flashing neon lights on CNN about Desmond Ritter turnovers. Okay, got that. But 6 of the 7 wins that we had this season came with Desmond Ridder under center. The young man had 5 games this year where he threw for more than 300 yards. But he ain't it. He's garbage. He trash. But yet this guy has been in the league 3 years, and up until this season had compiled a total of 4 wins. Before this season, 4 wins. But somehow or another, y'all got all these excuses as to why he's not successful. I don't think it has anything to do with anything, around him. I think it has everything to do with his decision making. From Georgia to Chicago. And mind you, this is the same guy that went to ownership. I'm gonna keep bringing that up because people they gloss over or don't mention it at all. He went to ownership on the coaching staff. You ain't heard now time Desmond Ridder, as unstable, as unapplicable as the coaching situation was around him. You hear about him being up in Arthur Blank's office, crying on Arthur Smith and the coaching staff. No.
Ding ding.
Run that.
Maurice Martin with the $5 super chat. He says, no to Justin Fields. We have Ridder and draft pass rusher, then get after the quarterback and give him time. If necessary, draft the quarterback next year. Sam, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Since everybody want to bring up Desmond Ridder's turnovers and stuff, did he lead the league in turnovers? I'm just
nope.
Wondering.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't that Josh Allen?
That was Josh Allen, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, is he really as trash as we thought, or did he not have the help around, from the top down to allow him to, really grasp the NFL quarterback standard?
I'm going to answer that with a question.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Drake London have 1,000-yard season?
I believe so, yes. Okay. I see what you do. I see what you did there, Sam.
Right. I mean, for him to be so trash, how would Drake London be able to accumulate those type of numbers with such a trash quarterback? Now, remind me now, Terry McInerney drew a conclusion off of a Raheem Morris statement made in the interview they did. The man said he's not trying to rebuild, he's trying to add to what's already here. Now, to me, that says a myriad of things, especially at the quarterback position. Because I'm gonna stay on this, like I said on Monday, like I said on last night. You get a Russell Wilson in here, and you get a Russell Wilson who's a seasoned, playoff experienced, Super Bowl winning quarterback, along with this new and well put together offensive and total coaching staff. that creates a learning environment for Desmond Ritter. And then when I had this conversation on my way home yesterday on public transportation. For those that don't know, MARTA. And when I said that, and it was like I was speaking Italian or Germanese, that'd be a waste of time. Why would you? Why wouldn't you do that? Man, we could trade up. Trade what? You're gonna trade the draft capital for this year and next to move up in this draft and get what out of this fruit booty ass quarterback class? Get what and who? I mean, between RPO May, Crybaby Caleb, Penis Jr., and itty bitty little titty committee, Jaden Daniels. What? Because nothing in this class. Okay, let's say even if it does happen, you do know you'll probably get a repeat of last season with the struggles. And put a pin in that and say hello to everyone in the chat. Anthony, good afternoon. Hey, Auntie, in here early. Wyatt Carlson, what's happening? King Atlanta supporter, what's happening? Maurice, always good to see you and thank you. Hey, Sonia. Mr. Knight, always good to see you as well. Dreddy, what's happening? Jay Diaz, what's good? Southside, what's happening? D Sloan making an appearance in this thing. What's happening in there? What's happening, man? What's happening? Matter of fact, let me go and stick you on up there since you ain't been here in a minute.
Let me ask you a question. Your old lady always say that. What the hell you so goddamn cheery about today? He laughed because he know that shit. What the hell you so cheery about today? You up here seeing another woman now, man?
Oh man, you stupid. What up, fellas? I think with us getting a staff that has experience in coaching up quarterbacks, this will give Ritter an opportunity to learn how to play that role. I believe Ritter will be here. I believe so. I think so. I'm just speaking from a cost-effective perspective. Now I know Mr. CEO over here. Opinion, observation might be a little different.
How your ass called me CEO, okay? I know I stepped down from that position, okay? Damn. Miss Maggie is the CEO. All right.
Okay.
Y'all, okay. This is the last time you're gonna see Sam today, this week, okay? The last time. You got my motherfucking
nerve. Michael Walker, what's happening? John Sinclair, good morning to you as well, sir. It just behooves me. It confuses me. It bewilders me. The hypocrisy that is shown in this, Justin not on the fields quandary, and the hypocrisy and disrespect of DR9. I mean, y'all. I'm sitting here and I'm watching Keyshawn Johnson give all these excuses for this boy's ineptness. And then I see, over the last few days, and I'm watching all these podcasts and all these talking heads on the major network, hollering about we need a quarterback, and whatever they're gonna do with Desmond Ritter, trade him or just sit him on the practice squad. I'm like, really? For real? And a lot of you cats have been in the league and know the history of the quarterback position. But y'all just gonna stay on this campaign? I mean, them checks must be just that good for y'all to readily dismiss on a daily basis after 1 year. After one fully played year. I mean, help me understand. And then I was told about a week or so ago that my logic is outdated.
I remember that.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, is math outdated? Only a dumb motherfucker say some stupid ass shit like that. Is math outdated? Is multiplication outdated? Like, is size outdated? The hell is dollar bills, y'all? Is that outdated? Is $100 bill? Is $1 million outdated? Get the fuck out of here! You only say that shit because you a fucking moron.
Yep.
Your ideas are outdated. Shut the fuck up, all right? Tell me why motherfuckers still eating peanut butter. Peanut butter was fucking invented years and years and years ago, okay? Over 100 plus years ago, we still eating peanut butter. Is that shit outdated? Only a dumb motherfucker will say something like that.
Hey, Mike, off the top rope peanut butter.
Yeah. Come on now.
You can line up every coach that has a gold jacket, and they will, to a man, will repeat. It takes a quarterback 3 to 5 years to get it.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. So help me understand how my logic is outdated of you actually grooming a guy, training him, coaching him up, helping develop him from, over time to solidify him as part of your future plan. That don't happen in one season. That don't happen in one off season. It don't happen in one preseason. It don't happen in one training camp. Understand, Joe Montana won 2 games in his rookie campaign. 2. Troy Aikman couldn't throw Stone Mountain in the ocean in his rookie campaign. They went 1-15. The Sheriff led the league in turnovers, which Desmond Ritter didn't. Led the league and spawned one of the greatest sound bites ever out of Jim Morris Sr. So my idea of actually getting a bona fide, well put together staff around this kid with a veteran quarterback with Super Bowl and playoff experience, and giving him a learning environment is outdated logic. That's outdated logic. Well, but I suppose the fantasy football Madden mindset of doing things. Oh well, I can't do nothing with this quarterback, so let me just get rid of him and I just draft somebody new this year. Does that really make sense? I'm sorry. There is a salary cap. There are trade restrictions. There is a consequence to every financial move made with a player. Because trading for Justin Fields is going to cost you an extension of about $35 to $45 million a year. We only got 27 million in cap space. How is that gonna happen when we got our own in-house players to re-sign? You have to recertify that veteran core that we got. Okay, and then the elephant in the room with the re-signing, AJ Terrell. So tell me, what do you want? You want an overpriced, high name quarterback, or do you want a championship defense? Somebody help me understand. Because last I checked, offense wins games, but defense does what?
Wins championships. That's how much it.
You know, as we saw on this last Super Bowl.
Bingo.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah. I saw this quarterback. I'm not gonna mention his name. His dad is a nigga. His mama is a white woman. Right. He plays the position, obviously quarterback, but did anybody see anything spectacular that he did?
Nope.
Like did he do anything innovative?
No.
So you tell me that he threw the ball deep. We've seen that before, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for the most part of the game, for the most part, during the course of the game, he checked the ball down to his tight end, to his running back.
Yep.
He threw slants. He threw, hitch, curls, hook routes. He did that pretty much all game. So anybody want to elaborate where it was new and is innovative what he did that entire game? Right? I just want to know. Because if it asks me, the route that and I'm gonna blow your mind why this. You know that route that my boy Miko caught?
Mm-hmm.
Did that look familiar to y'all? Do y'all remember this guy named Steve Sarkisian?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that Steve? You remember Steve Sarkisian when he was here with the Atlanta Falcons?
Yep.
And y'all said that quarterback that shall not be named, but I would just throw up the number 2.
Right.
I throw that number up there. He threw that same route to said, and I don't want to get Sam upset, but he threw it to said wide receiver, the exact same route. That's whole. This since what almost 3 years ago.
Right.
That same exact route now. He threw that same exact route to Miko Hardman. That the number 2 threw to number who should not be named.
Number 18.
Hey, that's 3 years old now. But we don't think you wanna come to me talking about we need some new and exciting stuff. That's the same route that Mr. Number 2 threw to his wide receiver 3 years ago. But you want to talk to me about new and exciting stuff. That ain't new. That's the same thing. That is the exact same route that they threw to Mr. Dude. I'm just saying.
Excuse me, real quick, because Jay. See, if you listen to my program on last week on how Falcon fans tend to translate things, this is you translating something that I did not say. Where did I say anything about this upcoming year as Ritter being the starter? You heard me say bringing in Russell.
See, there we go.
To go with this coaching staff to coach him up for the future. See, this is where not being able to see 3 feet in front of your face and 2 inches above your ass comes into play.
Not your ass.
Yeah, stupidity. Because it makes no sense. Y'all are so stuck on. You're so stuck on one attribute.
what can't be done, and it hasn't been done. Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it can't be done.
See, this is why I say the things that I say, and trying to, give the point of understanding. Okay, player development is needed in order to have a sustainable product. Okay, I mean, look how that worked out for Jordan Love. Look how that worked out for Patrick Mahomes. Okay, you know what I'm saying? When you're developed the right way, when you have a clipboard and in the classroom and studying your craft the right way, with the right set of circumstances of being taught and groomed and developed the right way, completely.
Let me get this, Samuel, because Mr. JD is maybe he hasn't had his morning coffee because clearly he tripping today. I don't know what's wrong with you, Jay, but let me read. See, maybe the problem is you can't read what you're trying to put out. All right, so let me read it. Maybe we got it wrong. Okay, so I think I made it past the fifth grade. All right, so my thing is we haven't mentioned Ritter improving or anything once during the press conference. They didn't give him any indication of him being a starter or him being developed as a starter. What the fuck are you talking about?
What does that mean?
My whole statement was about being coached and development.
Stop trying to be smart and listen to what you're saying. You wrote all that to say nothing. This means nothing. This means absolutely nothing, Jay. You smarter than this. Get out. See, this is what we talking about when you're driven by your emotions and not common sense. This shit you just wrote didn't mean a damn thing. You just told us that they ain't said nothing to and fro. Like, and you gonna waste some character just to say some shit we already know?
Look, man.
Look, I got it, Sammy. Look, I got. See, the thing is, this is where we like to break down your statements. So, if you don't want to say nothing, why the fuck are you saying anything? Because that's all you saying. I don't want to say he's a starter. I don't want to say he isn't a starter. So what the fuck are you saying? Why even write this if you're not going to take a state? You're not going to step out on a limb and say something. You're saying nothing. All you saying is, well, they didn't say he was going to be the starter or he was going to stay. Who the fuck cares? Like, stop it. Be a man. Be a woman. Step out on the edge and say, look, I believe that this guy can be at the very least be developed. This is what Sam is doing. He's stepping out on the limb and say, guess what? This guy can do this. And if he improves, he can quite possibly be a starter for whomever. Maybe not the Atlanta Falcons. This is what Sam is saying. What you saying is absolutely a whole bunch of bullshit. You ain't saying nothing to say nothing. You said, well, they ain't say nothing. They didn't say they were going to keep him out. Why even utter these words? What's the point of you even typing that if you're not going to say anything? This is a conversation. It's just like a motherfucker just want to throw their $2 when you shooting dice. Nigga, you ain't finna throw your $2 in when I'm shooting dice. This is my role. When it's your time to roll, you better put something down. or else you just talking just to be talking. Cause y'all talking like we don't know. See, this is when you get caught being stupid and you start pointing the finger at everybody else, because we clearly stated plenty of time that we don't damn know. We don't damn know. How many times have y'all heard us say we don't damn know? Come on, Jay. You know us better than that.
Open your ears, bro. We've all said this. We don't know what they want. So how? You know what?
And the funny thing is, it wasn't even about that. I was just trying to get the correlation between the hypocrisy of giving y'all's new favorite son, Justin Fields, all these excuses for his ineptness for the last 3 years. Yeah. And then you're over here, who the guy who 6 of the 7 wins we did have this season was under center, but yet he trash, he garbage, and there ain't no need. And but Justin Fields had 3 years, and y'all out here giving him a month and a moon worth of goddamn excuses.
Oh, his booty big. That's what y'all saying. Y'all saying like y'all see them Instagram model. Oh, she got a big ass. Ugly than a motherfucker, but she got a big ass. That's all y'all saying.
That's Big Booty Judy right there.
Big Booty Judy.
Well, I guess in this particular case, because he ain't got actual dreads, but he, the light-skinned dude with the good hair, you know what I'm saying? Key emphasis on light skin, because we all know that this fan base is about, the dark guy and that anything that can run,
anything that look like Quavo, anything that look like Quavo, that's all.
I mean, mama.
Come on, Jay. You're smarter than this. I know you ain't got it in your feelings tight. And that's my point. We don't know. So why is your statement to discredit anything and anybody? It's not anybody. It's just to discredit. What his idea was to develop Ritter. What's wrong with developing a quarterback?
Mike, it's the trigger effect. When you say Desmond Ritter, they get nobody
saying nothing about you wanting Des. I ain't say shit about no Justin Fields, but you're acting like one who just look. You just act like you just broke up with him. That's what you're acting like. You just acting like you just look. You just snuck in the house at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's what you're acting like, Jay.
When you say Desmond Ritter, somebody, including Jay, me up there like this.
Why are you so bothered by the fact that this man just said develop Desmond Ritter? I want to know, because this is where this come from. This stems from you saying, Samuel, that the Falcons could possibly, and he feels in his heart that they are going to develop him. Does that mean he's going to be a starter? Absolutely not. Does that mean he's going to be the bench? Absolutely not. But we don't know what these guys are thinking. So I
started that whole thing with talking about getting Russell Wilson in here.
They didn't hear that. They didn't hear that. All they heard was Desmond Ritter.
Yeah, that's all they heard was Desmond Ritter. Getting a veteran quarterback in here with this well put together coaching staff, a learning environment, to get the edges off of the mistakes and, decision making that he, did, and to learn, the game, learn the scheme, and hone his craft. I said nothing in there about him being a starter, and you just jump clean off that cliff with no bungee cord, no parachute, and screaming. He started. He said, yeah. Bruh.
Who the hell are you to tell somebody who you don't want? This is where fans get shit all fucked up. Me and everybody else. Who the fuck are you to tell somebody who y'all don't want?
I mean, it's obvious. It's clear. I mean, because he don't meet the qualifications of what this fan base like and want a quarterback. Obvious.
That part.
See, here it goes. All the coochies bleed now, boy. Look, they got the thumb. Just put the pads on, okay? Let's throw the whole pad away. Cause all of this came about because the man mentioned Desmond Ritter name, and y'all look, this the pad. Let's throw the whole pad away, change your underwear, change your pants, change them all, okay?
Pull the string on the tampon. Pull the string.
Just pull it out. All this man said was develop Desmond Ritter, and y'all about to jump off a cliff because he said develop Desmond Ritter.
I mean, and then they're still not listening because I even re-clarified it. I was speaking from a cost-effective perspective of bringing a veteran, a seasoned veteran with playoff and Super Bowl experience to help with the coaching staff and putting Desmond Ritter in a learning environment with this coaching staff that is completely put together in all facets from the offensive side of the ball, which he did not have last season. Okay, so and help him learning, which means holding the clipboard, being in the classroom for this upcoming year, and having them ready for the future.
If he, and see, that's exactly what he said. So all he said was, all right, put him in a position where he can learn behind a guy like Russell Wilson. But somehow y'all just totally forgot about that. All you heard was Desmond Ritter. You totally forgot about it. You totally eliminated the part where he said bringing a Russell Wilson, a veteran quarterback that can learn, that he can learn from because he's been in those positions. He's won Super Bowls. He's won playoff games. He's been on, and he's learned from one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Who's a third-round pick himself.
He's a third-round pick himself. And he can learn from a guy like Zach Robinson that can come in, and multiple quarterback coaches. He can learn around those guys. And then if he continues to develop under these guys, maybe he could be a quality quarterback that we can count in to come in and be something. But y'all totally disregarded everything that this man said because all you heard was Desmond Ritter.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they get mad at us because we repeating what you said.
Didn't hear anything else. Just like I know they didn't. If they didn't hear what I said about Russell Wilson, they damn sure didn't hear me quote Tori McElhaney of her interview with Raheem Morris about not wanting to be rebuilt and wanting to come in and add to what's already here. I know they didn't hear that either.
Yeah.
Nope. Sure didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't hear that part. All you heard was Desmond Ritter and you lost your fucking shit. Your emotions are not going to change this team, y'all. Our emotions are not going to change the team. Just because you don't like it don't mean it's going to change it. Nobody cares. If they cared, Raheem Morris wouldn't be our head coach. I don't think any one of us would have saw that shit coming. I know as hell I didn't see it.
No, the only one that saw it coming was
the whole "I hate Desmond Ritter" campaign crew is all in him. All of them. You mentioned Desmond Ritter, and they just bounced all off and making all these asinine, unproven statements. Like I said last week. Thing about Falcon fans, they translate things to what they want to hear instead of actually what's being said. Case in point, this right here. You know, look, again, all these hopes to trade for Justin Fields or trade up in the draft are unrealized and unrealistic ideas and not cost effective. Trading up in this draft and for what? We're talking about draft capital here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're talking about trying to be cost effective. Trading up is not cost effective. Now, I've maintained my outlook and perspective on this incoming quarterback class. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows what I think about it. Fruit booty at best.
Let me answer this. What makes you think his points are valid? I mean, what the fuck kind of question is that? He speak English, motherfucker. Like, the fuck is you talking about? His points are valid. Anybody who has a point has a point. You don't have to agree with it. I mean, you have everybody have the amendment right to remain stupid or to remain to get smarter. I mean, what kind of fucking question is that? You don't have to be smart.
K Styles, I want to answer to that question myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If anything coming out of Mad Money Network, OGN TV are the worst, why you keep showing up in the chats and typing stuff that you shouldn't hit send on to prove your arrogant ignorance?
Just unsubscribe.
It's just that simple, bro. It's just that simple. If you don't like what you see or hear, or you feel that strongly about disagreeing with whatever you see or hear, especially coming from my platform and on my show, bro, you can change the channel easily. Instead of being arrogantly ignorant and just constantly sticking your entire foot down your throat every time you type and hit send on something.
That's a natural gagger. That's that one. I don't like gig. You choking me. Oh, don't do that no more. Well, close your damn mouth. No, I like it. That's a. You like gagging.
Yeah. I wonder who initials he got on his knee pads.
So, Maurice said he got a question. What is the damn question? Oh, he got a question for you, Sam?
Okay.
I'm looking for it. Hold on. I guess he had somebody else. But
I think he was talking about Falcons for L.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, look, I watched, across the board, all the concessions and reasonings behind Justin Fields' inability to be a consistent and competent quarterback. I listened to all the excuses. And especially listening to Keyshawn Johnson and listening to all the excuses that he made for, the unstable coaching environment, front office was bad. He's had 3 different
Ryan had unstable. That motherfucker had like 15 damn offensive coordinators. He's still a Hall of Famer. I don't want to hear that bullshit.
Right. Now, again, like I said, all that stuff that Keyshawn said is as far as, the reasoning behind him, not being very good. I mean, let's talk about it now. Before this past season, Justin Fields had 4 wins total in 2 years. 4. Now, if he is such a talented quarterback.
Oh, Sam, I think we just accidentally came up on something.
What's that?
So, if Justin Fields is so talented, right?
Right.
Matt Ryan is incredibly talented, right?
Yeah.
That's what they say. So,
14 years of video document evidence.
Yeah. So, if Matt Ryan... If Justin Fields is so damn talented, why is it one of those guys are only getting over the fact that they don't have help? Only one of them got over the fact that they didn't have a consistent running game, a consistent offensive line, a consistent defense, a consistent coaching staff. Only one of those guys got over those deficiencies.
How
So
many offensive
is
coordinators?
Justin Fields really as talented as y'all say he is? Because he can't seem to get over his deficiencies for somebody that's so talented.
We can rewind the film a little bit. We can take it all the way back to Georgia. He could not bring Jake Fromm out for the starting job.
Jake Fromm, y'all.
And Jake Fromm is what in the NFL right now? I said it before. He's a third string to practice squad quarterback somewhere in the AFC.
Career backup.
That's why he left Georgia, which to me was the beginning of the end for him and his progression as a quarterback trying to get into this league. Well, he wouldn't have did this, that, and the third at Ohio State. Oh, you mean one read and run university? Because before C.J. Stroud, can you name a quarterback that has done anything in this league from Ohio State?
Nobody.
No. We not gonna redefine. No, bitch. No, hell, fuck no, bitch. No. We not doing this. No, y'all said he was the answer to the Atlanta Falcons issues. So that means run, pass, and every goddamn thing you can imagine. I don't want to hear that. Don't start trying to redefine greatness now. Greatness is greatness. Y'all said this guy was the answer to all the Atlanta Falcons issues. Justin Fields is the answer to all the issues. Stop it. Remember, can you explain to the people in the chat that Arthur Smith set him up for failure? Really wasn't his guy. I don't think Arthur set him up for failure, but I do think that he had no fucking clue what the hell he was doing. I don't think he knew what he was doing, and he was trusting in Dave Ragone, and Dave Ragone didn't know what the fuck he was doing. That's what I do. I don't think any coach or go out of his way and just I just think you just go out and just cut him and bench him if you don't believe in him. I don't think any coach would do that in the NFL. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong on that, but I do think that he put him. I think he put a hat that he thought that would fit him, and the hat ended up being 15 sizes too big for him. That's what I think Arthur Smith did. Now, and Sam, y'all can take, but that's my take.
Let me see if I can say this again, because people keep trying to force my hand into answering a question in which I have not once ever said it at this point. And all things given, okay, some of the same excuses Keyshawn gave for Justin Fields were facts on this past season with Desmond Ridder. Unstable coaching status on the sidelines, not a very viable staff around him to help mold and develop him. Now, I've said it before, a quarterback doesn't throw for 300 plus yards in a game 5+ times, on accident. You don't win 6 games in this league by accident. All right. And if it wasn't for our $100 million defense, he would have had 10 wins. Okay. Do I think that Desmond Ridder is the answer for us in the future? Yes. With the right staff, which I think is now, and the right teaching and being, fronted with a veteran quarterback, to help him on the field and in the classroom in development, yes, he can be. I think he will be. Because again, I'm going to preface this one more again, this entire situation from a cost-effective perspective, because a lot of y'all are not listening to that because you're on this fantasy football dialect and wanting to do things, you know what I'm saying, the Madden way without the trade restrictions on and the salary cap turned off, and it don't work that way.
No, and by the way, I didn't, but I didn't um ignore that last part. There's no proof to say that Arthur Arthur Blank mandated that Desmond Ritter only speak on things that's true. That right there is a rumor, and that's something that has not been proven to anybody. We don't know who that guy is. This is why this thing that we like to say, wait and see. You gonna see. If Desmond Ritter is this guy, you will see. If we draft another quarterback, this shit will be thrown right in the trash with everybody else's rooms, including my rooms.
Yeah,
We don't know this is to be true. I don't like speaking on things that I don't know are true.
Now you want to talk about somebody skipping over some or ignoring, things, right? Our friend of the conglomerate and Mike's homie, Tory McElhaney, quoted Raheem Morris in saying, "I'm not trying to rebuild anything. I'm trying to add to what's already here." Let that sink in. Don't ignore that. Falcon for life, Jay, and the rest of y'all. Let that sink in.
Josh, if you don't take your little yellow thong wearing ass on somewhere,
Pat
you
Norris,
ain't
what's
even got
happening?
your
Good to
own.
see
Look,
you in
you ain't
here.
even got your own dildo. All right, you ain't even got your own dildo. All right, you talking about somebody riding something?
Pat Norris,
All right.
good to see you. Warkill something. How
Grab
you
your own
doing?
dildo, okay? It's only $9.99. Okay, females, y'all know you can buy that at Amazon. You can buy that in any store you possibly can. Josh been riding everybody nutsack that goes fast ever since he's been following our channel.
And that was brought to you by this episode of Starship Enterprises, where you can get in many sizes, different colors, shapes, battery operated batteries, not included or included.
We don't even know your own face. You got so much goo all on your damn face. We don't even know what your face look like. You've been riding.
Raphael something. Arthur Smith thought he was the smartest person in the room. True. There's a reason Raheem Morris made that statement, and listen to some of Bijan's comments. Also true. Valid points. And okay, and let me ask you a question then, Josh Gilliam. Let me ask you a question. When speaking on being developed in a learning environment and having a veteran quarterback in front of you to help with that development and teaching and honing of the craft, would that be writing for Ritter, or would that be helping in his development? I mean, with y'all, obviously you're from the Madden school of thought, thinking, okay, this year it was like it was, so scratch Desmond Ritter, toss him away, and I just go bring another one, another quarterback in. Is that really cost effective? I mean, because I'm quite sure you're probably of the mindset of trading up to get one of these fruit ass quarterbacks in this draft too.
See, how motherfuckers gonna ask questions about a quarterback you don't even know damn? How the fuck how in the bloody hell do you not know simple stuff? You got all you got all the answers, but you don't know nothing about nothing. Maurice, we don't even know that. We don't even know that. Stop putting this bullshit about fucking Deshaun Watson. That shit was never true. Y'all gotta stop reading any damn rumors. I done said this shit a billion times that this Deshaun Watson shit was never true to begin with. He met with a representative because the representative reached out to him. He in turn said yes because the young fella worked for him under his business and said, "All right, let me meet with him." He met with him. Things didn't go the way that y'all hoped they would go, and that was it. But to say that they went after Deshaun Watson is just not true. Nobody's heard anything. The Falcons offered a first round pick and the second round pick and the third round pick. You never heard any of that. Why you haven't heard any of that? Because it didn't fucking happen. Stop listening to these people on the internet. Stop it. We've told you time and time again, if it's not coming from Adam Schefter, if it doesn't come from Ian Rappaport, if it doesn't come from those guys, stop listening. Stop listening to Cam Marino. Stop listening to XJFLX football on X, on Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Stop listening to these people. This is why you guys have so much trouble figuring out what's true, is because you listen to people that have no validity to them. We listen to people that actually works for the organization and that has worked for the organization. Stop listening to these nobodies. They don't know what the hell they talking about. You didn't even hear the Steelers say that they was in for Fields. That's a damn rumor. You didn't hear him not one time. Mike Tomlin is friends with Justin Fields. Mike Tomlin is friends with a bunch of damn quarterbacks. That don't mean he's trying to get them either.
When he already has one that he made the playoffs with. So why would he replace his guy with a guy that had barely won 10 games over 3 years?
Like, y'all gotta stop believing rumors. These things aren't true. They're talking points. Stop taking talking points. All right, you gotta stop talking. Y'all take all this talking point stuff to heart. It's a rumor. Nah. See, this is where you know where you get this rumor. All right, since I don't know since Mike knows everything, tell me where you get this rumor from. If it's real, where do you get it from? Because I don't remember seeing it from Adam Schefter, who's a real insider. I don't remember seeing it from Ian Rappaport. Where did you see this from, guys? Because if I put the link in the chat, Mr. Josh Gillum gonna disappear again like he always does. Since Mike got all the answers, let's see what Josh Gillum has. Somebody tell me from a credible source that said, yeah, the Atlanta Falcons are definitely going after Justin Fields. Yeah, the Atlanta Falcons are definitely going after this guy. Because it happened. The Falcons said, one, they were going to add to the group. That doesn't mean a starter. That doesn't mean a backup. That doesn't mean anything for sure. What it means is they're going to add and they're going to evaluate their position. And no way that this means that they have made their decision. They've come out and said we haven't made a whole hard decision on what we want to do. I get it, Maurice. This is not about you. This is a problem. This is a widespread issue throughout fans, because they see these JFL Twitter accounts and they say, "Oh, this is a rumor," because they tag Ian Rappaport in a fucking tweet and they say, "Oh, this is real." It's not real. It's not real because you link somebody. Tag somebody. I can tag Ian Rappaport. That don't mean it's fucking real because I tagged him in it.
Well, Jay, to be quite frankly honest, it was, you know what I'm saying, it was all puffing stuff and smoking mirrors. I mean, if you actually think that we would have been in on AAU Jackson, then you don't know the business of football. You just don't.
Nobody really had money for him. It wasn't even just the Falcons. It wasn't. It had not. It look. A lot of that had nothing to do. I wouldn't say it had nothing to do with whether or not they wanted him. Obviously, he's a phenomenal, but phenomenal talent is gonna get your ass broke.
Right. I mean, 260 million for 10 points in the AFC Championship game.
I'm just saying.
Okay. All right. All right.
Look, I still want my shot at Erica Badu, but chances are that shit ain't happening.
Mhm.
I'm dreaming about it. Oh, I dreams about it, but that don't mean it's gonna happen because I dreamed about it. Just because somebody said, "Hey, man, y'all look like a good couple," don't mean that shit gonna actually happen. Yeah, this is the equivalent of what ESPN did. They ran that narrative that you know what, we look good together. How about we do? How about he goes there? Nobody, they never even. It was nowhere near real. It wasn't a real opportunity. Why? Because he already had a team. They were never going to let him go.
Right. Look, just to get back to the original point, of the hypocrisy of the shade being thrown on Desmond Ritter, but all the love, adulation, and excuses being given for Justin Fields in his 3 years of ineptness. I'm just trying to get a little clarification and understanding of why that is. I mean, the boy won 2 games in his first season. Okay, and all of a sudden, I mean, God, everybody else was wrong, shot out, it needed to be fired, except for the one who was on the field getting sacked 9 times in the game, 8 times in the game, 7 times, 5 times, 4 times, 4 times, 6 times. Everybody except for him. Okay, he got DJ Moore this year. And along with the tight end that he's had since he's been there, and still, and let's not forget the run game, okay? And yet, 6 games, 6 wins, 6.
And a lot of those games were close where he could have easily made a play, and he didn't make a play, and they lost. So I don't want to get this.
But yet he's not trash. He's not garbage. Nothing's been saying about Justin Fields that he ain't it, but it's everything else around him. Not him though. No, then we switch the conversation to Desmond Ritter. Oh, he trash. He he's gone. For real? For real.
Who said we linked to him? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who said we linked to him?
The talking heads that want Atlanta to relive the Vic experience that spawned the epidemic Vicitis.
Because
which you can clearly see right now.
Hold on a second. Because somebody who actually knows Justin Fields' parents said they don't even want him in Atlanta. Yeah. Chauncey actually knows his parents. They don't want him nowhere near Atlanta. I'm just saying. Yeah, he actually knows his parents. They see what y'all type about him all the time. This is why we try to avoid from speaking on him, because the people that watch our show, like his parents, they see the things that we write and we say about him. So we try our best not to speak ill of the kid. I really do. Because Chauncey actually knows his parents. They don't like to see us saying things about him, but like at the end, this is why I stopped doing a lot of videos on Justin Fields because of that. Because of people like that who actually know him. They don't want him nowhere near Atlanta.
Look, I get it. Y'all's idea of a competent quarterback has its own template. It is what it is. Been over that. I'm just trying to shine a light on the hypocrisy that is the development or the non-development, or the ability or the non-ability, of Fields and of Desmond Ritter. I mean, again, okay. I'm just pointing it out. All right. 6 of the 7 wins we got this season came with him up under center, with Desmond Ritter up under center, which should have been 10 if it were not for our $100 million defense not showing up for the $100 million stop. But that's neither here nor there. A lot of the majority of this fan base is running around here with Desmond Ritter on their mouth like we only won 2 games this year. I mean, you
142 less yards than your boy, the MVP. We up here talking about like he trash or something. He had 142 less passing yards than the great Lamar Jackson, but we up here talking about this dude is complete ass. Get the fuck out of here. And I'm going to take your word for it that you know football when you saying dumbass shit like that?
I mean, I sat there and I was sitting front and center and I saw the majority of Troy Aikman's rookie year up close. And when I say he couldn't throw Stone Mountain in the ocean, it's not an analogy. It is a fact. But did Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson fold the tent, sell the team, and cut everybody and start over? No. They orchestrated that one of the greatest trades in NFL history that sent Herschel Walker to Minnesota for a boatload of picks, some special team and defensive players. And of those picks, you draft Emmitt Smith and a few other guys on defense and the rest of the offensive line. And a season or so later, they're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, 6 out of 7 games he won was against teams under 500. Yes, we did know that.
Yeah,
that's a good bet.
Yeah, I've been saying that. I've said that three times. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's like us to a man in the conglomerate on, what I'm saying, on this very platform have pointed out on a lot of occasions, his mistakes, his bad decision making, and wishing for, the learning curve to get a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like we was out here, capping. For, what I'm saying? For no, we if you've heard me on any Wednesday after a game where he has screwed up, and I think pretty much every one of my shows are still, in my library. You can pull them up off this season. When he screwed up, he screwed up. But nothing that is verifiably wrong with Desmond Ritter There's nothing wrong with him that can't be fixed. There's nothing as a quarterback, his learning curve is still high. But when we speak on things like that, oh man, y'all was riding for Desmond Ritter. Yeah, okay. Well, let's flip that for y'all out here that's got your knee pads on for Justin Fields. 10 wins in 3 years. 10.
Yeah. What? See,
but that makes sense to y'all. Okay.
Let me ask you, because I've seen quarterbacks throw the ball deep. Like it's throwing the ball 40 yards is nothing special in the NFL. Ain't nothing special about that. Nothing. So besides the Negro run for 20 yards, how does that translate towards a win? I'm trying to understand that. Like, how does he's supposed to be a quarterback? Like him escaping the run, having 842. Like I said, my like how is let me rephrase that. How what
Okay, Jay, we're gonna take any ranking on what I'm saying that was and it's the first 4 games that he played. Just curious. I mean, you know, he played 4 games at the end of the season. So whatever numbers that those were, we're we're putting that up under the microscope. Look, I get it. You like who you like. You dislike who you dislike. You feel what you feel about the quarterback position. I get it. Because I'm the same. I'm in that boat too. Okay. I'm not saying anything to anyone that I haven't thought about in my own thought process. But when it comes down to the position at quarterback, there are just some things that cannot be ignored or dismissed or taken out of the process of, getting a quarterback, grooming, developing, teaching, coaching a quarterback. And it don't happen for a quarterback in one season. It don't. And before anyone run out there and be screaming CJ Stroud, well, we're going to learn a lot about CJ Stroud in this upcoming season because now there is NFL tape on him. Okay. So there's that. I'm maintaining and I'm saying it again. And I've said nothing about him starting in 2024. I was looking at him as being in a position to learn, to help hone his craft and and elevate and progress into a better player. And the only way that's going to happen is that he be in a position with a capable staff, and a veteran quarterback in front of him to help translate, and learn and have a brain to pick. There's nothing better as a quarterback than having a guy picked in the same round as you, and that has done it at its highest level, been to 2 Super Bowls, that you can sit down and have a conversation with about the position that you play just like him. Now, where in there, that you translated what I said as him being a starter for 2024, I never understand. But I've been maintaining since the season was over with. We need to get an actual proven veteran in him with a solidified offensive staff around him, a learning environment, a positive learning environment, and to get in that classroom and see the mistakes you made on film, you know what I'm saying, against, you know, defenses that you're going to see on a regular basis, and learn and learn how to adapt, learn how to process. Again, what's wrong with Desmond Ridder is fixable. It's fixable. You know what I'm saying? And excuse me if it sounds like Japtain or Germanese, but that's the logic of the quarterback position that I've seen over these 44 years I've been a football fan. This whole new fantasy football Madden without the trade restriction and salary cap on mindset that some of y'all have, it is hilariously and hopelessly arrogantly ignorant. We got $26 to $27 million in cap space. And we still got to sign half our damn starters on defense. Okay, where in there is they're going to include a $200 million extension for Justin Fields or $90 million in guaranteed money for Kirk Cousins? Where? And then we still got to sign our draft picks who we going to draft. Cost effective, people. I've been saying it for weeks. Cost effective movement and decisions in this organization for this roster. Cost effective. Now I know a lot of y'all ballers in here that do it big, you know what I'm saying, don't recognize and relate to cost effective things, because you just go out here and, you know, you get your, you know, your $1,700 watches, your $200 shoes, you know what I'm saying, and your $300 outfits, you know, every week or every other week, you know, and what's another? Well, you know, me, I'm a bargain shopper guy. I always have been. I can sit here with a straight face, dead serious, and tell you I have never, and I can tell you, and when it was, the 1985 Patrick Ewing's, which was $56. That's the most I ever paid for a pair of tennis shoes. Ever. I don't subscribe to Foot Locker and all of y'all favorite, you know, y'all be sitting in line, you know, like folks standing in line at a video game store waiting on the new Madden to drop. Yeah, I'll be up there waiting on these Air Force One and things that high end. Yeah, do what you do, but it ain't cost effective. And it's the same thing with these dirty birds in this quarterback situation. It is an easily fixable, cost-effective way to get to where we need to get to at the quarterback position. The question is, are we going to go that route? We don't know. As Mad Mike has maintained, as K Styles has maintained, as Therapist ATL has maintained, as Coach Unchained has maintained, as Truth Hurts has maintained over the last several months, we don't know. We're speaking on scenarios that could or should, you know what I'm saying, in our perspective, work for us.
And a lot of
Yeah.
that's due to the evidence that being placed before you. And a lot of these people that the Jeff Ill or whatever the hell they and the rise up readers and all these people that put up all these damn fantasy draft scenarios and all, none of this shit is gonna happen.
Mm-mm.
None of it. A lot of this shit that y'all see on there is good for imagination. And like I said, every once in a while I get in on it. But I like to live in reality. I don't like to talk about trading away picks and moving up in the draft to get this guy when you have seen no evidence of the Falcons doing nothing of the sort. This Terry Fontenot been with the team about 3-4 years, and they moved up in the draft 0 times. So we still up here talking about, yeah, let's possibly trade up to go get a play. We have not done it. The last time we did it was what, Julio.
Yep.
To move up like that.
In the first
That's
round.
That's almost a damn. It's going on 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last time we were. That look a good what? 2013. Almost a good 10 years since we did that, and we still trying to hold on to that dream of moving up in the draft. But Mike, man, you want to ask me these same questions? Oh, y'all ask the same questions over and over again, and then wonder why we got the same answers. Y'all ask the same question. Oh, we gonna move up to the first pick. When the last time we did it, man? The last time we did it was Michael Vick, and that was 23 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, John and Pat, I that right there. The success rate of first round pick quarterbacks, 22%.
Yeah, it's about
over the last 35 years, 22%.
22%, bro. It's lower, like it's lower than that as the round go down, as it goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Each round.
I mean,
and we just talking about quarterbacks that are like just backups, not just starters. So it's 22%. So most of the quarterbacks that's even drafted, they fail.
Now, on a different note and topic, just to peel it back to the Super Bowl, I want to give a shout out to my niece and her bandmates from Jackson State for getting the call to perform with Usher at the halftime show.
Oh hell!
Star. Yeah. My niece and her bandmates, they got that call and they did it. They did the damn thing. Just giving them a shout out. They're looking to be at the Rose Bowl this coming year. And they're campaigning, for that, for donations and helping, to make that trip and voting and whatnot. If y'all get a chance and if you're about that HBCU life, look into that. You know what I'm saying? Go on the Jackson State website, you get all the information and whatnot. But yeah, just want to shout out, my niece, Amira Dawkins, and her bandmates for doing the thizzle and the halftime show, getting that call. Let me see. This the Hypocrisy note. But for the most part, look, we're at this point, and right now all of us are here waiting on March 13th to come around for everything, to hit the fan, for the chaos of, paperwork to ensue. Happy Love and Happiness Day to everyone. To all those that, have significant others, wives, girlfriends, husbands, boyfriends, sneaky links, all that. Happy Love and Happiness. And to those of you that don't, hey, find your neighborhood starship and work it out.
Beat it up, beat it up, beat it up.
Hey, Mad Mike, Mr. Mad Mike Network, the presenter and endorser of this year, show and presentation brought to you by Mad Mike Network. Mr. Producer, Mr. Director, you have
So I'm
anything?
not CEO today. I'm not CEO.
No, you're not. Is there anything you might want to throw out there as a precursor announcement? What's going on with the conglomerate? What's going on with the network? What's going on with your players? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with the work? You know what I'm saying? Holler at the people and let them know what's happening.
First of all, I want to have Christy on with the Lady Birds AFN, so I'm gonna be harassing the shit out of her until she actually shows up on the show and give her take. So Christy, my eyes on you. I got the bullseye on you. But outside of that, stop listening to rumors. Stop taking these rumors so seriously. You're doing it to yourselves. I'm really trying to help y'all. I really am. We're not trying to be mean. This is the reason why a lot of Falcons fans are so upset, is because y'all listen to these content creators that create rumors and they specifically say it's real. Oh, this is a real source. No, it's not. It's not real. If it doesn't come from those two heads, it's fake news, okay? It's fake news. Stop it. You're doing yourself a great disservice. It's not real. When you see these Twitter, look, just say it's a talking point. I thought it was a good talking point. We're candid with you guys. I don't sell y'all a lot of bullshit because I want to see whomever from Georgia State or Afghanistan State or whatever the fuck kind of state. All right. I'm not selling y'all a bunch of bullshit just so y'all can click my videos. I'm serving y'all the absolute truth of the matter. We don't believe over here. We don't believe in taking a tweet and say this is real. Oh, the Falcons are definitely going to get this guy. Oh, the Steelers are definitely really into Justin Fields. Y'all read that shit on Twitter and took it seriously. Stop it. Look, your girlfriend would not allow you to bring some fake ass cubic zirconian bullshit to her and say, marry me. So don't bring that bullshit to me and think I'm going to give you the truth. No, I'm going to give you the real. Okay? So that's all I got to say. That hit that subscribe button. OGN TV. All right, hit that subscribe button now. That's all I got to say. I've raised enough hell today. I feel good about myself.
Thank you, Maurice. And then once again, like I always try to show near the end of the show, my appreciation for everyone tuning in, you know what I'm saying, and having dialogue, whether we agree or disagree, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I do this not to be popular. I do this because I love it. I love talking sports. Okay. It is therapeutic. It is just the love of sports. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you all tuning in every week, you know what I'm saying, to all my shows. And speaking of which, a quick program note, Falcons Friday High Noon Madness coming up next week. Like I said, that's going to be going on every third week of the month, and the third week is coming up next week. So tune in. Might have a few special things going on that show. 3:30. You need to holler at me. Southside, you need to holler at me. Okay. Trying to put something together for a show. But other than that, I love all of y'all. I appreciate all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Keep tuning in. You know, share the show, like the show. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to my channel. I need 70. I need 70 more to get to 200. That's my goal. I need 70 more subscribers to get to 200. You know what I'm saying? Show your boy some love. I'll do my best to show it right back with this content. You know what I'm saying? This being your boy OG Big Sam, Mad Mike Sports, Mr. CEO. No, yes, no, maybe.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Keep it real, keep it dirty, keep it A, and most notably and most positively, keep it real with yourself. You will be blessed. Y'all have a blessed day.